If you want to make precise selections in Gimp without constantly drawing perfect outlines, Quick Mask is one of the fastest tools you can learn. In this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to use Quick Mask in Gimp, how it works, and a few pro tips that will help you get cleaner selections in less time. And if this video helps you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more simple software tutorials like this. Alright, let's jump in. To start using Quick Mask in Gimp, just press Shift plus Q on your keyboard. That immediately turns Quick Mask mode on or off. You can also click the small dash square icon in the bottom left corner of the image window if you prefer using the mouse. Once Quick Mask is enabled, you'll notice a translucent red overlay covering your image. That red area represents the masked part, so don't worry if it looks like your image has changed. That overlay is simply helping you see what is and isn't selected. The best thing about Quick Mask is that it lets you paint your selection instead of carefully tracing every edge by hand. That makes it perfect for subjects with unusual shapes, detailed edges, or areas that are hard to select with standard tools. Instead of relying only on paths or lasso-style selections, you can use normal painting tools to build your selection exactly the way you want. Now choose a painting tool. The two most useful options are the paintbrush tool, which you can select with P, and the eraser tool, which you can select with Shift plus E. Once you've picked your tool, think of Quick Mask as working in grayscale. White adds to the selection, black removes from the selection, and grey gives you a partial selection with softer or feathered edges. That grayscale control is what makes Quick Mask so powerful. If you paint with white, you are adding those pixels into your selection, which means the red overlay disappears from those areas. If you paint with black, you are removing those pixels from the selection, which brings the red overlay back. And if you paint with grey, you create a softer transition between selected and unselected areas. This is especially useful when you're working with hair, fur, clouds, smoke, or anything else that needs a smooth edge instead of a hard cutout. When you're building your selection, don't worry about making it perfect right away. A really good workflow is to start with a rough selection first. You can use the free select tool, which is L, to draw a quick outline around your subject. Then, once you enable Quick Mask, that rough outline can help you refine the selection much faster. This saves time and gives you a better starting point than painting everything from scratch. As you paint, zoom in when you need accuracy. Use a harder brush if you want clean, sharp edges, like for buildings, boxes, or products. If you're selecting softer objects, use a softer brush so the selection blends more naturally. The hardness setting matters a lot because it controls whether your selection looks crisp or feathered. You can also switch between adding and removing areas as you go. If you accidentally include too much, just paint with black to clean it up. If you miss part of the subject, switch back to white and paint it in. That back and forth workflow is what makes Quick Mask so flexible. You're not locked into one decision at the start, so you can refine the selection gradually until it looks right. When you're happy with the painted area, press Shift plus Q again to turn off Quick Mask. The red overlay will disappear and your painted region will become an active selection with the marching ants outline around it. At that point, you can copy it, delete it, apply adjustments to it, or use it for any other edit that requires a precise selection. There's also a useful option if you want to mask the subject instead of the background. You can right-click the Quick Mask button in the bottom left corner and switch between masking unselected areas and masking selected areas. That can be very helpful depending on whether you're isolating a subject or preparing the background for editing. So, to quickly recap, press Shift plus Q to enter Quick Mask, use a brush or eraser with black, white, and grey to shape your selection, refine it with hard or soft edges as needed, and then press Shift plus Q again to convert it into a normal selection. Once you practice this a few times, it becomes one of the fastest and most accurate ways to make selections in Gimp. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out more Gimp tips on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.